7 Most Oldest Ancient Indian Artifacts that define Indian history and its rich heritage in the field of knowledge, religion, and scientific understanding. The last item is so old that even scientists were shocked, so watch till the end. Let's start with Shiva Pashupati Seal. It is one of the most iconic artifacts from the Indus Valley civilization, specifically from the site of Mohenjo-Daro, dating back to around 2500-2400 BCE. Discovered by archaeologist John Marshall in the 1920s, this seal is made of steatite and features a figure seated in a yogic posture, surrounded by animals such as an elephant, a tiger, a rhinoceros, and a buffalo, with 2 antelopes at the feet. The figure is often identified as Pashupati, an epithet of the Hindu god Shiva, meaning Lord of the Beasts. This seal suggests the early roots of yoga and meditation practices in ancient India, and possibly the worship of proto-Shiva figures. Our second item is Harappan Priest King Statue. It is another significant artifact from the Indus Valley civilization, found in Mohenjo-Daro, and dating back to approximately 2000 BCE. This small, intricately carved statue was unearthed during the excavations led by Sir John Marshall and his team in the early 20th century. It depicts a bearded man, possibly a high-ranking priest or ruler, adorned with a patterned robe and headband. The figure's serene and contemplative expression indicates the sophisticated artistry and symbolic representation of authority in Harappan society. The priest-king statue highlights the importance of religion and governance in one of the world's earliest urban civilizations. Coming up next is the Dancing Girl of Mohenjo-Daro. It is a bronze statuette dating back to around 2500 BCE. Discovered by British archaeologist Ernest Mackay in 1926, this artifact stands out for its depiction of a young girl in a dynamic dancing pose, with one arm on her hip and the other dangling free. The figurine's confident stance and expressive form provide a glimpse into the artistic sensibilities and cultural practices of the Indus Valley civilization. It also suggests that dance and music were integral parts of social and ceremonial life during this period. Another such finding is our next item, Nataraja bronze statue. It represents the Hindu god Shiva as the cosmic dancer and is a masterpiece of Chola dynasty art from southern India, dating back to the 9th-10th centuries CE. This bronze sculpture, excavated from the Tamil Nadu region, depicts Shiva performing the Tandava, a divine dance that symbolizes the creation, preservation, and destruction of the universe. The statue captures the dynamic movement and spiritual energy of Shiva, surrounded by a ring of fire, signifying the cyclical nature of existence. The Nataraja statue is not only a remarkable example of ancient Indian metallurgy and artistry, but also a profound symbol of Hindu cosmology and philosophy. Taking Lord Shiva as our next item is also related to him. Gudumalam Lingam. It is one of the oldest known representations of Shiva in the form of a linga, dating back to the 3rd century BCE. Found in the Gudumalam temple in Andhra Pradesh by British archaeologist Alexander Rea in the late 19th century, this granite linga features a life-sized relief of Shiva carved into the stone. The figure is depicted in a primitive and powerful form, standing with one hand on his hip and the other holding a water pot. The Gudumalam lingam is significant as it bridges the anthropomorphic and aniconic representations of Shiva, marking a crucial point in the evolution of Hindu religious iconography. Our next item is a pillar of Indian history and its vast values: ancient manuscripts. Ancient India boasts a rich collection of manuscripts that have been preserved across various regions, providing invaluable insights into its historical, cultural, and intellectual legacy. The Bakhshali manuscript, discovered in 1881 near Peshawar, Pakistan, dates back to the 3rd or 4th century CE, and is a notable mathematical text preserved at the Bodleian Library, University of Oxford. The Rig Veda, one of the oldest known texts composed around 1500-1200 BCE, has its oldest surviving manuscripts from the 14th century CE, housed at the Pandarkar Oriental Research Institute in Pune, India. The Gilgit manuscripts, dating back to the 5th to 6th century CE, were discovered in the 1930s in Gilgit, Pakistan, and are among the oldest Buddhist texts preserved in the National Archives of India. The Bhagavata Purana, an important Vaishnavite text from the 10th century CE, is preserved in various libraries across India. Manuscripts from the Ajanta caves in Maharashtra, dating from the 2nd century BCE to the 5th century CE, offer insights into early Buddhist teachings and practices, and are held in multiple museums and archives. Lastly, the Tolkappiyam, an ancient Tamil text on grammar and poetics believed to date back to the 3rd century BCE, is preserved in various institutions, reflecting the linguistic heritage of Tamil Nadu. These manuscripts collectively highlight the intellectual and cultural richness of ancient India, preserved in physical form across different parts of the subcontinent. The last and oldest item ever found that even shocked the CIA is Kalpa Vigraha. It is a bronze idol of considerable historical and cultural significance, dating back to 2320 BCE. Discovered during a covert CIA operation in the early 1970s, this artifact is believed to have origins origins linked to ancient civilizations in the Himalayan region. The precise origins and historical context of the Kalpa Vigraha remain a subject of debate among scholars, but it is thought to be associated with rituals and religious practices aimed at invoking divine blessings and protection. The Kalpa Vigraha highlights the intercultural exchanges and spiritual practices in ancient India and the surrounding regions. These 7 ancient artifacts provide a fascinating window into the rich and diverse heritage of ancient India, from the religious and artistic expressions of the Indus Valley civilization to the sophisticated bronze sculptures of later periods. Each artifact reflects the evolving cultural, spiritual, and knowledge of Indian history. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe the channel by clicking the right circle. And if you want to know more about Indian history, check left video.